In this short lesson, I'm going to show you how to turn a layer into a smart object and some of the distinct advantages of creating smart objects. I'll start by creating my layer into a normal layer by double clicking it, and I'll just call it girl. And then I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I can duplicate it by dragging it over top of the new layer icon and letting it go, and I'll double click on that name, and I will call this one smart object, and this is the one I will convert, and click OK. A couple of ways of creating smart object. One is through the pull down menu under layer. The other one is by right clicking, or on the Mac option clicking, or rather control clicking on the Mac, and click on the name and choose convert to smart object. You notice there it does have a different contextual menu if I click on the name versus the icon. You can see that it gives me a little icon, and that's my smart object icon, and it calls it a smart object. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just go Command T to do a resize, and just with my shift key down to constrain, I'll bring it down to about half its original size, and then hit my return key. The essence of creating a smart object is this. I can resize this all day long, but in fact it does retain its original pixel information. So for example, taking this and resizing it to a smaller size and then resizing it back up, I will not lose pixel information. However, if I do that on the other layer, you'll see that I will lose a lot of information when I sample it down. So let me just go Command T on that layer, and I'll shift click and drag on the corner and hit my return key to accept. Now I'm going to resize it back up again to really demonstrate this. So again, Command T, shift click and drag, and I think you're starting to see a resolution difference right there. It's quite blurry all of a sudden. Whereas if I take my smart object and again resize that up, it actually retains that original resolution. Now it does make your file a little bit bigger, but it certainly retains the integrity a lot better. Now if I toggle here, it's subtle, but the one I resampled from the original pixels is a lot blurrier. If I zoom into the eyes here, you'll see it. This is my smart object, and if I click it off, you see how much blurrier that got. So in essence, a smart object is an object that retains its genuine original information regardless of my manipulation of that layer. And you can see it represented with this little icon right here. And that is the smart object.